You know what, the past couple of days have been jam-packed with Xenoblade content, info, intel, and presentations and previews. There's so much to take in. Combat mechanics, inventory, accessories, new characters, it's just so much. I don't think we can fit all those into one video. My god, we might need to expand this, you think? Oh no. Should we should, or should we take a pass on that one? Yep, that's what I'm going with on the intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 News Drops. This show, in which we pretty much like to blog about everything Xenoblade, whether it's the original X2 or anything in between, we will cover it here. And from the slew of content we've had a few new things slip through the gaps courtesy of Nintendo of Japan. I like these blogs because they are a summary of everything that we see up to a point, but they also like to drop little new things here and there. So we have a lot to get into, so let's not waste any more time. And this is the blog Xenoblade Note Volume 8, and again, this is similar to things that we have seen so far, whether it's been the French previews or anything we've covered today, but we start off with a new trailer courtesy from Nintendo of Japan, and this isn't the only new trailer that we get to see today. But with that, let's get into the Japanese one first.
生きるために戦う、戦うために生きる、それが俺たちの世界。邪魔はするな。俺たちだってな、失ってお前らなぜ戦い合う。戦いたくて戦ってるわけじゃない。お前らの本当の敵はその命の行く先。楽しみに見ているぞ。人の命をもてあそぶな。
Xenoblade 3.
So of course, most of the clips that we have seen there, we have pretty much already seen before, but with a new dialogue, as well as a nice little piano sting at the very start.
It sounded like a leitmotif of original song. Can't remember what it's called right now.
And of course, that's nothing new for Xenoblade, but still though, nice, simple to the point, and we also have a new one as well, courtesy again of Nintendo of Japan.
君と私こうして一緒にいられる
意味を見出したいんだ、この出会いに。
ずっと考えてたんだ。何を残せるのかって。みんなの役に立ちたい。
俺なりの命の使い方を見つけたいんだ。
生き延びたいってそんなの当たり前だろ。
生き延びたいと願うのなら目指せシティを。これで世界はお前らの敵だ。
私たちの命はお前たちの遊び道具じゃない。
Xenoblade 3.
And again, we saw a few new clips there of different fighting scenes and just somber moments, and with that lovely vocal track in the background as well.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that I'm always a sucker for, it's one Xenoblade soundtrack in general, and also the vocal themes. I love each and every one of them throughout Xenoblade's entirety.
It's weird how even in the Japanese trailer, it's in English.
I mean, you never know, because most of the vocalists have not been Japanese. I know Jen Bird is not Japanese, the woman who did Xenoblade 2. You've had a couple of them in Xenoblade X and the original, but still though, it's a nice change of pace and something you gotta always look forward to. And if you think that's all, no. They dropped a lot of these.
Xenoblade 3.
Damn.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but just scenes. Oh, where was it? yeah, just scenes like this. I don't know what this entails, but dude, this looks epic.
It looks like it's either Shadow of the Colossus or the Bridge of Hylia, is it?
Yeah, sure, if you're talking Breath of the Wild or just only on a smaller scale. Either way, bridges over a chasm in a JRPG normally either gives epic story moments or epic views nonetheless. And for me, I love it. And especially with this clip here. Now, I don't know for sure, but this seems like something big is going to go down at the end of that stairwell.
It's like the staircase in Uriah.
Pretty much, yes. So for me, I love all this imagery to death. And you know what? If you think we're done, nah, we got a fair few. Still.
そんなに死にたいか。
みんなを守りたいって思った。そしたらあの姿になっていた。
やるよラッツ。
おうかわすぜ。ミオ行こう。
世界にあだなく存在ウロボロスはこの世にあってはならぬもの。
命を紡げるのはウロボロスとなったお前たちだけだ。
ゼノブレイド3
We're just 2 weeks off and I'm getting a little antsy.
Very much so. And each of these trailers focus on specific things, whether it's the combat, the characters, the environment, or Ouroboros. Either way, they encompass so much. And guess what? We are just getting started with the new stuff that they have brought out so far. And it is a small thing, but this is one of the first times it's actually been confirmed on paper. But here we have a description on like the RFC and whatnot. Well, I say RFC, I'm sorry, it's something I was going to go to.
Erithia, I think it is.
Erithia, I know, but it's RFC because, you know, I'm a Xenoblade 1 guy at heart. Still, though, the thing I want to put out, it seems like some protisis, but that is actually monsters appear only at night, so that pretty much confirms that, you know, we have different enemies during the day and some new ones during the nighttime. Not big, but still, it's nice seeing it. And of course, get better look at views, and of course, change time. Always love it. And well, as if we go through here, we see things we have already covered, such like accessories, colonies, the collector cards, and or the like with the affinity charts. But this is a new thing that's coming up right here. A star mark next to the character's name on the field indicates that you haven't spoken to yet or can hear a new conversation. If you talk to the other person for the first time, the wounds with the colony will deepen. So it's recommended to talk positively. And there's a lot of things to encompass here. This is drawing from Xenoblade X, 2, and Torna. In which case, if there is a new conversation, star marks appear over the head. And also, looking on the right hand side, we get affinity with each colony. And so for me, this looks to be what it was like during the original Xenoblade, in which hopefully if you keep on talking to people and just doing side quests, the affinity will max out. Now for me, this is one of the downsides to the original, as well as one of the upsides that I like more about the original Xenoblade.
The original? Huh?
Let me explain. In the original, you had no indication on which NPCs had new dialogue. You kind of just had to go back and forth throughout the story beats and go for it there. With the original Xenoblade, what I prefer is that you talking to people and discovering ways in which, you know, this person has developed with this person, and while you've been away, this has happened. I like that natural development as opposed to how Xenoblade 2 did it, because there are some times which you need to buy and sell things throughout the shops, and that boosted the affinity of whatever region you were at. For me, I wasn't a big fan of that because you had no indication on A to do that, and B what the threshold was. So for me, this is a mix of both, and I feel like it's a great amalgamation in general.
Yeah, X did it too. It's like he talked to like a Manon, for instance, like, I hate this person over here, and it updates the affinity chart.
And of course, if you flew by Manon in X, you can just hear, ah, damn it all. Without even a prompt. I love it. I love it. continuing on, we have a new clip here, and get to see more info on what NPCs can gather. And so you actually have to interact with these conversations in order to get the intel, and I'm fine with that. But also, you get to hear a lovely piece of music. I love it. It's somber, and I really dig it.
Yeah.
For me, I cannot wait to hear more of that music. And again, we have another clip.
持ち寄った情報を整理しないか。
Big fluffy Nopon belly.
I know about to say, it's like, yep, just gotta focus on us here.
I want to pet it.
And the floof. So again, nothing new, but just nice to see that in raw gameplay. And of course, we've seen how tracking works. That is something we've already discussed. Nopon merchant camps. And of course, we get one of the new screenshots here. And for me, I love this image. In addition, the Nopon merchant, Shirojiru, who you meet along the way, will automatically buy when Noah and his friends get a cash item.
Will automatically buy you.
Yep, we are friends now. Buying friends, and just look at this cute Nopon face. How can you be mad when looking at this beautiful face?
I can't help but notice that the swirly pendant there, it's similar to Ricky's.
I wonder, almost as if all Nopon from different regions, and if so, is Ricky still alive?
Plot twist, this is when Ricky's daughter's grown up.
It's Nene's grandfather. Or so on and so forth. And of course we have more Nopon here, and still, it's... I'm a sucker for Nopon. I will admit, I love it. A new bit of intel which we slightly saw in the French presentation. It is the container. In the field you may find a container. There may be the items that are difficult to obtain in the containers. These are pretty much replacing chests from Xenoblade 2. And for me, I kind of understand it because you have different regions giving different looks and different themes. So naturally you get some items here which have some Agnes vibes. But you also get ones that are Kevis designed as well. And we have a new thing as well, Plant. At Plants, you can discover during your adventure you can use G money to produce collection items. On rare occasions, you may be able to make something that's difficult to obtain. So let's make various things. Now, is this a gachapon machine? Is this a gachapon machine? But you can use it doing in-game money. I love it. Now for me, this is something that I actually forgot to mention during our Nopon coin video. But dude, I just love how Monolith is incorporating mechanics that are seen as a negative in modern gaming. And they're turning it into what they should be.
And to be honest, I kind of prefer this type of gacha system because at least we're just trying to get an item instead of a unique character. I'm more into the items than trying to spend 400 hours trying to get Cosmos.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I know some people may say, well, you know, it can be seen as pay to win or skipping the grind. And my argument is, it is an... And this is going to sound like such a contrived statement because I know it's been used so much in modern gaming, but it is actually an option. If you are enjoying the game and just want to play it, yeah, sure, you can keep on going around the areas and collect things and whatnot. And also, if you have a stupid amount of money and you don't know what to do with it, especially during late games in JRPGs, you normally have more money than you know what to do with. So if there's something that you want to get, hey, this is a nice and good way of doing it. a point I've been making so much about Xenoblade. Monolith is doing their best to try and make this as efficient for the players as possible, if they wish to do so. If you want to skip it, you can. If you don't and just want to enjoy the game, then hey, it is there for you whether you like it or not. And for me, options are never a bad thing in video games. But please, AAA developers, you know who you are, you scumbags. Take a note from Monolith. Seeing how this is trying to make the game fun? I know, fun. Look it up sometime, might help. But anyway, I digress. Unique monsters, we have seen these things before. And for those of you who did not see our video for the French presentation, in which, by the way, thank you very much for the love, that you guys have just been amazing with these videos, thank you so much, is we have seen this mechanic before in which you have a power struggle, but you can choose if you want to help out a specific side, whether it be monsters or allies.
Yeah, because when it first showed up in the French presentation, I was confused when you said that you can help either side. It wasn't until we were editing when I realized they'd entered a power struggle, not an actual regular unique monster fight. It's like, wait, you're just fighting a random unique monster. How can you pick which side you want?
Yeah. And so, basically, each side, they will drum up a reward. If you side with this one, it gives you, you know, money or accessories. However, you can get Nopon coins as well, and that's something which you can go into here. We have been over Nopon coins in detail, however, we have not got an incentive on how we get Nopon coins until now. Down here, it seems you can get it by rewarding quests and defeating the powerful enemy unique monsters. So for me, they act like affinity coins from the original or the fog coins from Future Connected. For me, the more they draw from Future Connected and the original, the happier I'll be, because I love that. Now, here's the thing. Can you double down in terms of, like, New Game Plus? Who knows? Who knows? And of course we have indications here on what they do and the amount of things you can use Nopon coins for. And of course going over with grey here. The music, which you've been over beforehand. But now we get to the juicy things post launch. And it's as follows. We have the first content to be released on the day of the release. It is items used for adventure and colour changing fashion gear. And it's as follows. Fashion gear equipment for the six main characters. What?
Oh, below it. Changes colors of 6 Noahs.
Oh my god, I want Noahs. I want a rainbow of Noahs, please. You can change equipment from the main menu. So we have Noah, Lands, the Blurred Uni, Mio, Senna, and Tyon.
Is that Uni trying to secretly blur it?
Possibly. No. You need the Nopon for that. To cover it with a prompt. And of course, now we have the second bit of content, which is the second content is scheduled to be delivered the winter of 2022. Is new hero and quest challenge battle with strong enemies and newly designed fashion equipment. So we're not done with cosmetics. Please look forward to this as well. And for me, I love this because this generates a lot of questions. For one, the challenge area is coming back again. 2 had it. The Definitive Edition had it, so it just makes sense for 3D to have it as well. Now, who is this, we wonder? Because for me, I could bring up a lot of questions. Now, I've seen speculation on this possibly being Poppy, but I don't think so. As much as I love Poppy, I don't think she's that big enough of a draw in which she would be the exclusive thing in an expansion pass. For me, it could be Cosmos again.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, what is stopping Monolith from doubling down on that Cosmos train? And let's be fair, they've never stopped redesigning Cosmos. So, it could be anything, really. And that is it for the blog here. But guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on who you think this secret character is. She could be, I say she, I'm kind of expecting there.
High heels, that's why.
Okay, fair enough. You never know in this day and age. But anyway though, I'd love to hear your thoughts on who you think this is. For me, it could be someone who is from the main plot and just being put on as an extra hero. You never know. But now of course, to the minor things. And for us here, we start off with a new trailer, courtesy of Nintendo and of Europe. We'll show that to you right now.
This is what we're meant to do. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
Ready, he says. From the moment I chose this muddy path, I've been more than ready.
The spark you on about? I'm not gonna let you take the fall alone.
I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
If anything, we should be questioning all that we've thought to be true. Differences are all a matter of perspective.
The truth is, she's terrified. She needs someone to tell her that everything will be all right.
This is what we're meant.
And so for me, again, brief descriptions or vocals on each character. Again, nice, short, sweet, love it. And of course, get to hear the voice cast again. And of course, we get something from Nintendo of Europe. Show your support for your favorite Xenoblade Chronicles 3 characters with these free smartphone wallpapers. Yay! I'm not one for wallpapers, but hey, it's there. If someone wants it.
Even though those were technically available beforehand, so what's stopping someone from clicking save as on the monolith posts?
Look, okay, this is Nintendo. They don't think this far when it comes to digital things. You know what makes me worried? It is simply the fact that for us over here, the pre-orders for the special editions haven't gone up yet, and we're getting ever so close to the release date, so we are probably going to have another chaos nutshell here. Oh god. And of course we have a trailer in which we have seen on the blog, but however MItsuda chimed in with this exact trailer. Been 2 weeks until the release of Xenoblade 3. The commercial has also been released. I'm a little surprised if I'm going to use this song. I mean, there's a strange bell sound in 7 seconds, but is it a sound effect? I already checked the masters today of the music. I have. Now for me, this creates speculation. Is this MItsuda being cryptic, or did he just forget about what he put in the song, which I kind of find hard to believe?
Well, my guess is that the monolith themselves put a bell sound effect that's part of the game, and MItsuda thought that it was part of his music and had to double check. I
know, it's a small thing, but still. Just like to hear more developer insight on this.
A strange bell sound, though.
Xenoblade 2, I wonder. Well guys, that's going to be it for today's news video, but as we sometimes like to do on these videos, we'd like to leave off with something like not really relevant, but oh no, just nice little bits and pieces here and there. And this comes courtesy from Kotaku. Yes, I know, I've had problems with you in the past, but I'll deal with it. And it's as follows. Nintendo is buying it for an animation studio, Dynamo, which has been known to do animation for Death Stranding, Persona 5, and Metroid Other M. So for me, that is a pretty goddamn wide net of things they've done. But they've also had other things in the past, such as they've done work on Nier Replicant, which I think looks fantastic as far as films and animation goes, and even has done work with Studio Ghibli. And has done the Pikmin short films for when Pikmin 3 was coming out. And for me, those are pretty goddamn good as well. Now for me, what does this entail? For me, I kind of would like to think that this is either going to help Nintendo in animation for their games, or could we be having more shows in the near future? Because Mario is having a film. Years ago, this would be unheard of. Like, Nintendo would never step forward into the movie or animation realm.
I know, but forgive my skeptical little chuckles.
I know, but for me, this just gives insight on animation quality of games going forward, and you never know. They have work in previous films and animations and whatnot, so what is stopping them from doing more? My main point of this is Xenoblade anime when? Because I'll throw you a bone, Nintendo. Fine, okay, I get it. You don't want to port Xenoblade X to the Switch. I know, quality of life improvements. But what have some developers done with games that have first game syndrome or games that haven't aged well? They've made movies about them, or they've made cutscene compilations, or dare I say, animes. So for me, what is stopping you from making an anime as Xenoblade X is my point. For me, I'd love it, but I know it's just a dream. It's a small thing, but that's why it's here at the very end of the video. But guys, thank you very, very much for watching. If you liked this video, please be sure to like it. Like I said before, I've been loving the love so far, and we cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've been giving us on this channel. It's unreal.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much, and if you, and of course, liked it, and if you want to stay up to date with Xenoblade trailers, screenshots, or anywhere in between, we will be here to go over it. But until sadly Monday, I've been Lightning.
I'm Alice.
And we'll see you next week for more Xenoblade content goodness. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Are we going to try and document our process of trying to get the special edition?
It'll simply be SOS. Help. Or just simply a tweet saying I hurt. Or why. Nintendo why. Anyway, we'll see you next time, guys. Pray for us when that happens.